Good news is finally here for millions of seniors and Social Security beneficiaries across the country. Monthly payments are going up, but here's the twist: these increases are not nationwide just yet. They're happening in 10 specific states, and the big question everyone is asking is, are you on the list? If you rely on Social Security, SSI, or SSDI to cover your monthly expenses, even a small boost can make a real difference when it comes to groceries, medications, or simply keeping up with rising costs. In this video, we'll go through everything you need to know: which states are included, why the payments are increasing in those areas, and how much extra you could see in your next deposit. I'll also explain what this means for the rest of the country, because if it's happening in 10 states right now, there's a real possibility that more states could be added in the near future. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss these important details. Let me start by sharing something personal with you. Just last week, I was talking to my Aunt Martha, who lives in California. She was absolutely thrilled when she checked her latest Social Security payment. At first, she thought there was some kind of mistake: the number was notably higher than what she was used to seeing. That's when I realized how many people might not know about these recent changes that are affecting thousands of beneficiaries across the country. You see, while Social Security is a federal program, several states have recently implemented measures that effectively increase the amount their residents receive each month. This isn't just about cost of living adjustments; we're talking about state-specific initiatives that are putting more money in retirees' pockets. Let's start with California, which has been leading the charge in this movement. The Golden State has introduced supplementary programs that work alongside federal Social Security benefits. These programs are specifically designed to help residents cope with the state's higher cost of living. For many Californians, this means an additional $200 $300 per month on top of their regular Social Security checks. Think about what you could do with that extra money: perhaps finally take that cooking class you've been eyeing, or start that small garden you've always wanted. Moving up the coast to Washington State, they've implemented a unique approach. The state government has created a tax relief program that effectively increases the net amount Social Security recipients take home. While it's not a direct increase in Social Security payments, the end result is the same: more money in your pocket. For the average recipient in Washington, this translates to about $150 $250 more per month in disposable income. Now, here's where things get really interesting. New York, despite its reputation for high taxes, has actually become one of the most generous states when it comes to supporting Social Security recipients. They've introduced a comprehensive program that not only provides direct supplemental payments but also offers additional benefits like utility assistance and property tax relief. When you add it all up, New York residents on Social Security could see their monthly benefits increase by as much as $400. But what about some of the smaller states? Well, Rhode Island might be the smallest state in size, but they're making big waves when it comes to supporting their Social Security recipients. They've introduced a graduated supplement system based on need, which means some residents could see increases ranging from $100 to $350 per month, depending on their circumstances. Let me share another story that really brings this home. My friend Tom in Colorado, the fifth state on our list, recently told me how these changes have affected his life. As a retired teacher, he was getting by on his Social Security and pension, but things were tight. Colorado's new program, which provides an average increase of $175 per month, has allowed him to finally fix his car's air conditioning, something he'd been putting off for 2 years. It might seem small, but these are the kind of quality of life improvements we're talking about. Massachusetts, number 6 on our list, has taken a slightly different approach. They've created a unique hybrid system that combines direct payment increases with cost-saving programs. For example, they've introduced prescription drug assistance programs alongside Social Security supplements, which for many residents means an effective increase of $200 $300 in monthly benefits. Moving to the Midwest, Minnesota has become a surprise leader in Social Security support. Their new program, which just kicked in, provides an average increase of $225 per month for qualified residents. But here's what makes Minnesota's program special: they've included provisions for caregivers who might have had to reduce their work hours to care for family members, potentially affecting their Social Security benefits. Oregon, the 8th state on our list, has implemented what they call the Senior Security Initiative. This comprehensive program not only increases direct payments but also provides additional benefits like housing assistance and healthcare supplements. When combined, these benefits can boost a resident's effective monthly income by $150–400, depending on their situation. Now, let me tell you about New Jersey, our 9th state. They've taken a particularly innovative approach. Instead of just increasing payments, they've created a program that provides both direct supplements and incentives for seniors to engage in community activities. This not only helps financially but also promotes active, healthy aging. The financial benefit? An average increase of $200–350 per month for qualified residents. Last but certainly not least, we have Illinois. The Prairie State has recently rolled out what they're calling the Senior Stability Program, which provides supplemental payments ranging from $100 to $300 per month, depending on factors like age, years of residence in the state, and overall income level. But here's something crucial you need to know: these increases aren't automatic in most cases. You might need to apply or meet certain criteria to qualify. This is where many people miss out simply because they don't know they need to take action. Let me walk you through what you need to do if you live in one of these states. First, contact your state's Department of Aging or Elder Affairs. Every state has slightly different requirements and application processes. Some states might require proof of residence, income verification, or other documentation. Don't let the paperwork discourage you. The potential benefit is worth the effort. Here's another tip that many people don't know about: some of these states have retroactive provisions. This means you might be eligible for back payments if you qualified but haven't been receiving the increased benefits. In New York, for example, some residents have received lump sum payments covering several months of missed increases. Now, you might be wondering about the stability of these programs. That's a great question, and here's what you need to know: most of these state programs are funded through dedicated revenue streams or specific budget allocations, making them relatively stable. However, the exact amount of the increase might be adjusted annually based on factors like cost of living and state budgets. Let me address something that's probably on many of your minds: what if you don't live in one of these 10 states? Well, there's some good news there too. Several other states are currently considering similar programs. In fact, I've heard through reliable sources that at least 5 more states might introduce comparable benefits within the next year. Here's another important aspect to consider: these state supplements can affect other benefits you might be receiving. For example, in some cases, these increases won't count as income for programs like SNAP, food stamps, or Medicaid. This means you could get the extra money without losing other important benefits. However, each state handles this differently, so it's crucial to understand how the increases might affect your overall benefit picture. Let me share one more personal story that illustrates why this is so important. My neighbor Helen, who lives on a fixed income, was hesitant to apply for the increased benefits in our state. She was worried it might affect her housing assistance. After doing some research together, we found out that the supplement wouldn't impact her other benefits at all. She applied, got approved, and now receives an additional $225 per month. This has allowed her to finally join the local senior center's exercise classes, something she's wanted to do for years but couldn't afford. But here's something crucial to remember: these programs are constantly evolving. States might adjust their benefits, change qualification criteria, or introduce new features. That's why it's important to stay informed and regularly check for updates. Your state's Aging Services website is a great resource for this information, and of course, I'll keep you updated through this channel. Let's talk about timing for a moment. If you're eligible for these increased benefits, when can you expect to see them? Most states process applications within 30–60 days, but this can vary. Some states might have waiting lists, while others might be able to fast-track applications for those in urgent need. The key is to apply as soon as possible. Remember, you can't receive the benefits until you submit your application. Now, here's something practical you might want to consider: how to best use these additional funds. While everyone's situation is different, I've seen many successful strategies. Some people use the extra money to catch up on medical expenses or home repairs. Others invested in quality of life improvements like better food or social activities. And some wise folks put at least a portion into savings for future needs. I want to emphasize something important: these increases aren't just about the money. They represent a recognition that seniors and Social Security recipients often need additional support to maintain a decent standard of living. These state programs are designed to help bridge the gap between federal benefits and actual living costs in different areas. You might be wondering about the application process itself. While it varies by state, most have made it relatively straightforward. Many states now offer online applications, though paper applications are still available for those who prefer them. Some states even have assistance programs to help you complete the application, often through local senior centers or community organizations. Let's talk about some common misconceptions. First, these increases aren't loans; they don't need to be paid back. Second, receiving these additional benefits doesn't affect your federal Social Security payment. And third, in most cases, these supplements aren't taxable income, though you should always consult with a tax professional about your specific situation. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize how important it is to take action if you live in one of these states. Don't leave money on the table that could help improve your quality of life. Remember, these programs exist because state governments recognize the challenges many Social Security recipients face. You deserve to benefit from them if you qualify. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on Social Security benefits and retirement planning. Drop a comment below telling me which state you're from and whether you knew about these increases. I love hearing from you and respond to as many comments as I can.